5 contemporary WWE stars that have a grudge against all 3 superstars will square off against Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins on SmackDown. It was CM Punk's chance to record his second victory over Seth Rollins when they squared off in a steel cage battle on WWE Raw 2 weeks ago. However, Rollins won because Roman Reigns interfered and pulled him out while attacking, depriving Punk of this opportunity. Following the conclusion of this match, it became evident that WWE had a plan for these 3 superstars, and it was later announced that they will take the stage together on tonight's SmackDown edition. This article will examine 5 celebrities who are at odds with each of the 3 celebrities featured in tonight's program. All 3 of the aforementioned superstars are at odds with Canadian superstar Kevin Owens. The 40-year-old Owens and Rollins had a falling out about 2 years ago, and they fought each other several times. Later, as Reigns actively led the Bloodline, Owens and him got into a fight. But before Royal Rumble, the prizefighter and CM Punk had a feud. Prior to the Royal Rumble PLE, Punk made his appearance on SmackDown and harshly blasted Owens for losing to Logan Paul. WWE hinted at a rivalry between Punk and Owens in that segment. Superstars Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu from Bloodline 2.0 are at odds with Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns. Sikoa worked under Reigns and had a feud with Rollins prior to WrestleMania 40. But he later abandoned his tribal chief and went his own way. At that point, Solo and Jacob both turned against Reigns after Jacob was introduced. When Punk joined forces with Reigns at Survivor Series, War Games, and faced off against Sikoa and Jacob, he entered this scenario much later. Seth Rollins was Cody Rhodes' first opponent upon his WWE comeback at WrestleMania 38. Rhodes and Rollins have since met frequently until Rollins eventually assisted the American Nightmare in his attempt to win the title of undisputed WWE champion at WrestleMania 40. Rhodes was recently criticized by The Visionary for even considering The Rock's offer in front of Elimination Chamber. The conflict between Rhodes and Roman Reigns, however, is widely known. The pair have 1 victory apiece from their bouts at WrestleMania 39 and 40. Prior to Royal Rumble 2024, CM Punk and Rhodes engaged in a furious verbal altercation on Raw, during which Punk asserted that Dusty Rhodes was a more apt embodiment of the American dream than Cody. The Bloodline's deception in preventing Drew McIntyre from winning the World Championship is the only reason he is the person he is now. McIntyre's inability to move on from this has persisted throughout time. McIntyre then got into arguments with CM Punk and Seth Rollins. At WrestleMania 40, McIntyre first faced and defeated Rollins. However, Punk wrecked McIntyre's night and assisted Damian Priest in cashing in his Money in the Bank contract. McIntyre and Punk started one of the greatest feuds in contemporary wrestling at this point. However, Ronda Rousey is part of WWE's latest WrestleMania announcement. The association between Ronda Rousey and WWE started during SummerSlam 2014. The partnership produced 4 championship reigns, numerous WrestleMania moments, and a number of high-profile events. Things have been quiet between the 2 sides recently after some controversy during Rousey's Minoir promotion. But the UFC Hall of Famer was just mentioned in an announcement for WrestleMania season. On April 7, 2019, World Wrestling Entertainment hosted its 35th annual WrestleMania in MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Becky Lynch made history in a number of ways when she defeated then Raw champion Rousey and then SmackDown champion Charlotte Flair in a 22-minute winner-takes-all triple threat match in front of almost 70,000 spectators at the final one-night WrestleMania event. WWE is now praising the Queen, the Man, and the baddest woman on the planet for the 10th best WrestleMania bout in the company's history. The Stanford-based promotion just placed the WN35 main event on its greatest WrestleMania matches ever countdown in anticipation of the major event on April 19 and 20. The winner-takes-all triple threat has been on many previous lists. At WrestleMania 41, Flair will face women's champion Tiffany Stratton. Rousey only participated in a few matches on the Indies after abruptly leaving WWE following the SummerSlam 2023 loss to Shayna Baszler. And Lynch is anticipated to make a comeback shortly, but is not scheduled for the show of shows. Wrestlemania 41 is only 13 days away for World Wrestling Entertainment. The new card for tonight's Raw is seen below. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk will be the main attractions on Night 1, according to official confirmation. John Cena and Cody Rhodes will square off for the undisputed WWE Championship in WrestleMania 41's main event. Hi lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Lima. Hope your day is so well. If you like the video, and subscribe the channel.